Welcome back. Today we are going to learn about the dictionary. Okay, so this is our fourth data structure in Python. The first one we have done is list, second is your tuples, third is your sets, and the fourth is your dictionary. Okay, so let's start with dictionary. What is a dictionary? Basically, a dictionary is a data structure that stores in key value pairs. Okay, so we have key and value. Okay, so it is unordered. Unordered means since it doesn't rely on the index value, that's why it is unordered. Okay. Second one is mutable. Mutable means it can be changed. Okay. Only remember one thing: the unmutable is your tuple and strings are unmutable, whereas rest of them are mutable. Fourth is the key must be unique. Just like we have a lock and key, in order to open that lock, we need a unique key, right? In the same way, in dictionary, we need a unique key. Okay. So in dictionary, whenever we start writing dictionary, we use curly braces. Okay, just like sets. Okay, dictionary is for curly braces. Then we have in sets also curly braces. In tuple we have parentheses, and in list we have square brackets. Okay, so all this denotes different functions and different data structure. Okay, so this is the basic explanation. I won't go much for theory. I believe in practicals. Clear? So let's see the example one by one. So first is the creation of dictionary. Okay, so this is the basic way, the general way to create a dictionary. Okay, we have to give the dictionary name, then equal to open parenthesis, open curly braces and close curly braces. Within that, this will be your name, John, age 25, marks 90. As in dictionary, we have talked that it should be in key value pairs. Okay, so the key will be your name and value will be your John. Age will be your key and the value will be your 25. Marks will be your key and 90 will be your value. Okay, so this is how it works. So now let's see when I print the student. Okay, let me comment out everything. Just run the values. You can see name, John, age, 25, marks. That means entire dictionary is printed when we use print student. Okay, that means if you want to print the entire value, you need to pass the dictionary name. If you want to print the specific value, say you want to print only for John, what do you have to do? You have to pass the key. What is the key? The key here is, say, name. Okay, print student of name. Then the moment I will run this one, you will get as John. Okay, you will not get this one. Why? Because we are not printing the entire dictionary. We are printing the parts of dictionary, that is the key and values. You can see the output is John. Okay, so this is the general way to print the dictionary and the key values. Okay, now let's look. There are three methods to create dictionary. Okay, we'll see one by one. The method one, using the curly braces. This is the method one. We have already talked about the curly braces. Now let's jump to the method 2, that is using the dict function. Okay, this is the second method. You just have to write dictionary name, then you have to pass the dict, that is your dictionary function, then name and age. Okay, so once I print student. Okay, let me comment this out. So when I run this program, you can see the output. The output is similar, right, to this and this. Output is same. Why? Because at the end of the day, what they will do, they will just print the keys and values according to the format. Clear? This is the second way, using the dict function. Clear? The third method is using list of tuples. Okay, why it is list of tuples, I will explain you. Okay, the third method is using list of tuples. Why? Because you can see student is your dictionary name, D is your function. Okay, here what we are doing, we are passing the list. Okay, you can see this square bracket, this is your list, and we are passing the key and values in pairs with tuples. You can see this is the tuples. That's why it's known as using list of tuples. Okay, so when you run this, you can see the output here. Okay, name John, age 25. Okay, so there are three ways to create. First is your using the curly braces, which is this one. Second is using the dig method, and the third one is using the list of tuple methods. Okay, you just have to create a student, then you have to pass the this function, then under that we have to pass this one. Okay, so this is the three method to create a dictionary. Now let's jump into this topic, that is dictionary does not use indexing like lists and tuples. Okay, for example, I will show you this. Student equal to name John, age 25, marks 90, print student. Okay, you will get the value as it is, whatever it is present in the dictionary. Okay, so what it says, it's mutable. Mutable means it can be changed. We can change the value after creation. Okay, for example, here the age is 25. Even to make it 26, what we will do is we'll just write student, then we'll pass the key. This one is your key. Okay, then we'll just add 26. Okay, so just run this one and you can see the answer. This was your dictionary before modification. This is after modification. You can see the age has been altered. That means it has been changed using the keys and values. Okay, just remember that whenever you want to change the value, you have to pass the key. Clear? Okay, now let's look at the third point, that is the keys must be unique. Okay, what does it mean? It means that the keys cannot be duplicated. For example, here if I write here name equal to John and name equal to Ali, and when I print this one, it will return me only one output. It won't return John and Ali together at a time. Okay, it will return the latest one. Okay, this one is the old one, this one is the latest one, so it will return the latest one. Why latest one? Because when we create a dictionary with the name keys, what it will do, the Python will check for the latest one, which one is the latest key. So the latest key is this one, so it will print this one. Okay, you can see when I run this one, you can see this one, name equal to Ali. Why? Because it will print, it will override the old one. This one is your old one. Okay, this name Ali will override and print it. Override means it will remove this value and print the latest value, that is your name equal to Ali. Clear? Okay. Now next is keys must be immutable. Number 4. Immutable means it cannot be changed. Okay. So here are the valid keys. One is valid keys. I will show you this example. So these are the valid keys. 1 equal to A, name equal to John, 1 2 equal to tuple. Okay. So remember we have tried with the list. We tried to include list in the dictionary. That won't allow. Okay, because the dictionary, the list is unhashable. Clear? Whereas tuple is hashable. So tuple can be used as a key. Clear? So if I run this one, I need to print the D. When I run this program, you can see the output clearly. Okay, 1 will be your key, A will be your value, name equal to key, John will be your value, 1 2 will be your key, and tuple will be your value. Clear? Fine. So if I run this one, you can see run this one, it won't work, it should not work because list is mutable. Okay, why it is not allowing? Because list is mutable. If the key can be changed, then what is the use of having a unique key? Okay, list is mutable. Fine. For example, if you have 3-4 keys for one lock, then it is not safety. Okay, anyone can have key and anyone can unlock your lock. Clear? That's why we need to have a unique key. So the list cannot be unique. Clear? Now let's talk about accessing values in dictionary. Okay, so I have written all the necessary things which is required in accessing value so that it will be easy for me to explain. Okay, and it won't take much time while typing. So the first method is using the key. If you want to access the value, say John, what you will do, you will just pass the key in the dictionary while printing. Okay, so I will just show you one. Just run this. What you are getting, John. Okay, we are accessing John with the help of the key called name. You can see here. Okay, so this is how we can access. If you want to access the age, what you will do, print student of age. Okay, then you can see the output clearly. You will get John and 25 you are getting. Fine. So this is the first method. Second method is using the get method. Okay, you can also print using the get method. Okay, I will just comment this out. Print student.get age. When I run this one, you are getting the same thing. But what is the difference between the key using key and using the get? Okay, so the main difference is the get does not give an error if the key is missing. Okay, for example, if this key is missing here, okay, and when I run this, you can see there is none. It's saying none. That means we don't have a key. It's not throwing an error. Whereas if we use, instead of get, if we use the student, this one, okay, I will show you and run the program. What is saying? Key error age. That means we are getting an error. So the main difference between accessing value using key and using the get method, the get method won't return any error. Whereas in key, using the key method, if the key is missing, it will show an error. Okay, so you can see here, key error returns none, no error. This is the big advantage of having get method. Clear? So the get method does not give an error if the key is missing. Clear? So we'll see the next thing in the next class, that is adding and updating values.